What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Brother L, back with another one. And this one is going to be a warning to people to guys thinking about being a passport bro. All right. Now, I like to think of myself as like the original passport bro, whatever the case may be. All right. Make a big deal out of it if you want to, that's fine. But I was a passport bro without even realizing I was a passport bro. I didn't even know what it was, right? Until I found out later on after the fact that I guess I technically was one. So, for those who don't know what passport bros are, they are it's like an unofficial group. It's not nothing real. It's just like an unofficial group of guys, typically like American or I guess you could say Western guys, from Western countries like Canada, France, America, whatever the case may be, that go into other parts of the world, they go to the Eastern world, to Asia, or to Africa, different parts outside of the Western European style world, in order to find um, relationships with a woman. Right now, there's been a lot of soil put onto the passport bros names because somebody now what a passport bro is not supposed to be is somebody that just goes overseas just looking for some booty, just looking to for sex. That is not what a passport bro is supposed to be. Why? Because in America, in the West, that's what you're actually trying to get away from. A lot of women, let's face it, it's very easy to have sex. Oh, I'm sorry, sex in the Western world. The hard part is trying to find a woman that's serious about a relationship and building a family. That's just very difficult to find from women in the Western world. And once you do find it, a lot of times they want to walk off with half of your life possessions. All right, so the Passport Bros is for guys that want serious relationships, women that are serious about building a family, and they tend to find that a lot easier overseas. But I have a warning for y'all about that. One thing you got to understand is it's not the location, it's not the country that defines who a woman is. It's the woman herself, her personality that defines who a woman is. It's not her culture, it's not her location, it's the woman. Now, a lot of times, Western men can get fooled, can get tricked by the culture of a woman, thinking that this is who that woman truly is. What do I mean by that? A lot of cultures outside of the Western world, the women naturally going to respect the men. Okay, they're not going to come at you sideways. Not initially, not up front. Once they get comfortable with you, then they might, try a little something, something. But right away, off rip, a lot of guys can get fooled by this from Western countries, thinking that just because she's very nice and she don't have that attitude and she's not ignoring you like how women in the West do, she's open to you, she's respectful, she's kind, and she's friendly to you. She comes off as soft, and that's very attractive to men. Men love a soft, feminine woman. So the cultures of these places raise women, whether they're good or bad, to be soft and feminine. So that's what you're going to see up front. You got to be able to know how to look through that and see who are you truly dealing with. Because of course she's going to come off and it's going to be culture shock. Like, I've been overseas, all right? I never in my life been treated the way how you're going to notice this, that the culture is totally different from the American culture that women have. So that's going to catch you off guard. Don't just fall in love with the first thing that you meet. You gotta dig a little deeper. That's what I'm telling you about. You know, so like you gotta be aware of that. So already know that 99% of the women that you see are going to treat you with respect. They're going to treat you with dignity. Some may even call you by your last name, like and it's going to come off as what your name might be Joe Schmo, and she's going to say, hey Schmo, why? Because that's just culture. You're thinking that she's being ultra polite and very respectful. She doesn't really know any other way to act because that's how her culture is. But then next thing you know, you start finding out that hey, you start seeing things that start reminding you of Western women. Why? Because no matter where you go, a woman is a woman is a woman. Women are women, and they're going to behave the way how women are, even with cultural differences. Just give it time, and you'll start to see. Hold up, who's she? What's going on? Why is she talking to me like that? You know, or all the little things that you see back at home with the typical American and Westernized women. You'll start you'll start seeing patterns that remind you of ex girlfriends you used to have, and why you had to leave them. So once you start seeing that, there's no need to deal with that because you know who you're getting. What you got to find is that woman that's very, very rare, and it's not easy to find because most people are not this way. And that's the one thing that I learned. I learned that just because a woman's from a different culture or a different a different country, a different way of life, that her culture may raise her to be a certain way, and she exhibits traits of these cultures. But when you get to know that person one on one, and you get to see who they truly are, away apart from the culture, when they're just you, and it's just you laying in bed and or on vacation, and and you just see who the person really is when you're not just playing the fun, putting on the fakeness just to bond, and you get to see, oh, you don't like this habit, that habit, or whatever the case may be. You get to see that people are just people. We're just born in different cultures, but people are people. And when you finally get to take that mask off, and you see, besides the culture, who the person really is, that's how you know that, okay, I don't want to deal with this person, or okay, yeah, we click like this. And just like an experiment, see if that's repetitive. Don't base it off of just that first interaction or that first trip or whatever. You gotta you gotta see if that experiment is replicable. Can it be repeated? Can that behavior be repeated? Because if it's not, that means that if it's not a habit and they can't repeat those good behaviors, then that means that it's a front. They presented you with one thing, but then they can't upset. That's unsustainable. They can't keep that one thing going because it's not who the person truly is. All right. They were just presenting you something good that they learned within their culture. All right, so I just wanted to warn y'all passport bros about that. Just because she foreign doesn't mean that she's your next wife. All right, so go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want more videos like this. Let me know if you disagree. I want to know, or if you're a passport bro and you don't mind, tell me about your experience down below in the comment section. Peace, blessings, and love into all. Until the next time.